Welcome to the Binch Bros podcast. It's not October, so it's not Halloween, but today the Binch Bros played Little Nightmares.
I couldn't remember either.
I was totally blanked. So sit back, listen, watch as... don't watch, just listen as they talk about their fears and creepiness on the...
You can watch.
game. You could watch.
Yeah,
What's going on?
We have the video of this podcast.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where you're going with this, so let's take the wheel.
I don't know.
Anyways, welcome to Bitch Bros podcast. I'm Keo.
I'm June.
And we're gonna talk about. We want to go talk about Little Nightmares first, or just give a little buffer.
I do want to mention one thing real quick. So, Alan Wake. Do you know of that game, Alan Wake?
Know of it, yes.
Okay, so they're removing it off of all the stores right now.
Yeah.
Because it's
like a little news.
Yeah. So the license for the songs, I think, are getting expired. You know.
Oh. Uh-huh.
So they can't sell it after a certain point until they reissue their licenses or whatever.
Wow, this is just like last podcast when you're talking about that.
Yeah, it's actually May 15th is the last day you can
pick it
play.
up.
Yeah, so if this podcast doesn't go up before May 15th, then you already lost your chance. But on Steam, they have like a 90% sale.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got it gifted to me
sale.
by Timmy.
Oh, that's
He gifted
cool.
me the entire franchise, so now
Nice.
I have a chance to play it because I've always wanted to play these games and never got to.
I honestly haven't either. I think I've watched a friend play it, but
I say pick it up because I think it costs like $5 or something.
Dude, yeah, 90% off sounds like a crazy deal right now.
Yeah.
On top of that, May 15th. That's pretty.
That's
pretty soon.
Yeah, so it's the discount started today, and it will be removed on the 15th. You won't be able to buy it anymore. So buy it before then.
Okay. So I was thinking I was thinking of trying to push back the editing, but with this news, I'm probably gonna try editing it by the end of this
just in
podcast.
case. Yeah, hopefully we can stop some people from, or not stop, persuade some people. Yeah. Well, I haven't played it, but from all I know of it, I hear it's definitely worth while. You know,
definitely, yeah. When I watched it with my friend, it was definitely
it's like a survival horror sort of third-person shooter kind of.
It's not bad.
I like Max Payne. I never played Quantum Break. Alan Wake is like the middle of it.
Yep,
So I'm down.
I'd say. Cool, awesome. So pick up that Alan Wake deal. Is it just Steam?
So I think it's just Steam. Because the game is only for PS3, Xbox 360, and Steam, I think.
I see, okay.
So there would be no way to get it on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. However...
Or the Switch. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, not on the Switch either. But I think if you plug in your controller, you could just play it like it's one of those.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously. I don't know why I said that.
Well, some people don't know.
That.
Some console players, if you didn't know, you could just plug in your Xbox or PlayStation controller, and you could use your controller.
Well,
on
also,
your PC
actually, because of this news, because of speaking about plug-in and controllers, I do have something else I want to add. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about how Bayonetta got a PC release, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that's awesome. I have that game for my Wii U. I still have my Wii U plugged in, so I don't. And it's like a better version than. I'm sure the PC port has some really good upgrades, But the Nintendo version is just really cool.
Yeah.
But however, there is.
Don't you dare.
More news. So there was a hint that Vanquish might be released soon, right, on the PC. And it turns out it is now going to be released. Let me see when. But it's going to be $20. This is my favorite third-person shooter of all time. And it's going to have all the DLC. And you know what? Because my PlayStation 3 the disk drive on my PlayStation 3 has been it won't accept new discs. So the only way I can play video games on my PlayStation 3 is if I have them digitally installed. Yeah. Which sucks because most of my PlayStation 3 games I own on disc.
Yeah.
And so this might be a really good time. My neighbor's dogs. Well, anyway, this might be a really good time.
He just knows.
On May 15th, it's going to come out, and it might be a really good time to pick up Vanquish. I'm going to close that door, but I'm going to keep talking about this once I get back.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Vanquish is, it's probably the best, unequivocally the best third-person shooter of all time. Wait, maybe that might be intense, but that's how I feel about it. And it's really cool. No other gameplay is like it. It's all about speed, and it's funny and awesome, and it's only $20, and you can plug your controller in. I actually, unlike a lot of shooters, I would recommend a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard, just because the way it moves is very Platinum Gamesy.
Yeah.
And it's, I know I'm going to be buying it when it comes on PC.
Oh, yeah.
And I recommend everyone else do, too. I recommend you do, too, Hio.
Yeah.
It is an awesome game. Very cool. Also, I do want to talk... I know, I'm waiting on Little Nightmares for a minute, because there is another game
It's fine. Like most of these are kind of like spooky too. Anyways, maybe not Vanquish, which games? But Alan Wake is
Alan Wake is spooky. Yeah.
So I mean, go for it, man. I mean, I don't. You have a lot more to say.
This is also way less spooky, but
okay.
So Saints Row, spinoff. Agents of Mayhem is coming out really soon, I think.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, and so that game is like, I've heard it described as Overwatch for players who don't want to play multiplayer games.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of probably an inaccurate description. But it's, maybe I'm wrong. I guess it releases in August. Why are they doing their like advertisement push so early then? Have you felt them pushing the advertisement?
No, I haven't heard of this. I only heard of it now because like you mentioned it last podcast and I looked it up. But other than that, I haven't seen it like, you know.
I've been seeing a lot of like YouTube videos on it, so I just assumed it was coming out really soon, but
yeah, I haven't.
Maybe I'm incorrect. I thought it was coming out in like May or something. Well, I mean, I guess we have Injustice to look forward to in May, and
that is true. There's a lot of games this month. I think is well, let me pull back a bit. I just know Injustice is coming out.
Wait, what else? Isn't Tekken coming out soon?
Think so. Sorry, I'm looking at the gameplay of like what the fuck. You could transform on the spot as
in
other
what?
people in Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah. So you bring 3 people with you out of a total of like 12.
Okay.
And then you can swap between them and like the
get different abilities and stuff.
Yeah, like they have their own weapon and they have their own ultimates and you know, stuff like that. It's gonna be
it looks interesting. If it's a demo, I'll definitely pick it up.
I definitely play it just because I like Volition games. I really like the Saints Row series and I like a lot of the Red Faction games, so and you know it's another wacky game by Volition, so that's really fun.
Yeah.
The Surge is coming out soon. You heard about that game, The Surge?
I do see that. I do want to mention though, only because I feel like there's a Stockholm syndrome feeling with me in Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I heard about the Switch.
So Minecraft Switch Edition came out. I mean,
it's great.
I think that's interesting. Also because my sister sent it to me like in the morning. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I hear it's really cool. Are you getting it?
Once I get my PS4, what the hell? Once I get my Switch back, I'll think about it. I mean, like, it's like whatever. I think it's pretty much gonna be vanilla. You can't get like any mods or whatever. I don't think. And if you can, that definitely increases the chances of me getting it, just because of the fact that I could play that on the go. I'm not a huge fan, but I wouldn't mind wasting my... It's almost like playing an MMO to me, where if I just want to like waste some time, keep my mind occupied, I just play some Minecraft. But it's definitely not at the top of my list, especially this year.
Yeah, I guess the games that are on the top of my list for this month.
It's gotta be. I picked that up. I don't think I told you.
You picked up Nier?
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, that game rules. I'm still playing that game, but and not of the year. I can't. No comment yet. I mean, it's obvious.
It's just we're still
obviously it's Yakuza 0 Nier. Come on, but that's me. But this month I'm very much interested in Injustice 2.
Yeah.
And the new Guilty Gear game. And I'm really pumped on those. Oh, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Rhyme comes out this month. That game.
26.
I'll try it out. May 26th?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should probably try that one out on our podcast. It's like an indie game.
Oh, nice.
It might be a little bit bigger, but we don't have to finish it like we did with Inside and Little Nightmares, because these are smaller games.
Yeah.
But and replaying Vanquish is very exciting to me. So I'm really pumped on that.
It looks really cool. It looks very. I like the art.
For which game?
Rhyme.
Yeah. It looks nice. I hear the way I heard it described to me was The Witness meets Wind Waker, and that sounds very cool.
Yeah.
So I really like The Witness, and I love the way Wind Waker looks. So I'm down, but I mean, hopefully it's good. I have good hopes for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, you know what we got to talk about though?
Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares.
Nice.
All right.
Well, let's get into it then.
Let's do it.
So, Little Nightmares, it's a scary game.
Well,
let's
do one of those what do you call it?
Description?
No spoiler ones, right?
Yeah.
So, it's if you played Inside, it's not too dissimilar to Inside. It's very simple controls. I think you have like a grab, a run, a jump, and a lighter, which sort of is. I don't think you really use it for anything. Maybe that's a spoiler. Oops.
Yeah, I see. That what I was gonna say was probably definitely
okay.
Either way, So far, I just like to light up places. I think that's to definitely increase like scare.
And then so it's like a side-scrolling game, but unlike Inside and Limbo and stuff, it's got this what do you call it? Like third dimension, right? It's got you can move back and forth through the environment.
Yeah.
And
up and down, or like just like third dimension, right?
Yeah. And it also got more of an emphasis on you're caught, like there's AI in this game. Like Inside didn't really have too much of like persistent AI, right? It was like you had to do a thing a specific way. But in this one, the enemies have reactions and stuff. For the monsters, I guess, and you can trick them and fake them out. Kind of. I mean, they can catch you really easily, but you can. Yeah. It's not like I have to make sure to stand here until he sees me and then go around this. It's not that. It's like if he sees you while you're doing your thing, and you're running, you might be able to get away. You might not. It depends on how you do and how they are. But overall, did you like it?
Yeah. I just want to say, like, I think is the way to like describe like the a non-spoiler synopsis is pretty much you play as this character, and you just pretty much unfold mysteries and where you're at and how you got there, I guess. And
I feel like that's more specific than the game gets. I don't think it's dialogue, right? It's like Inside and Limbo and all that, where there's no dialogue. You never really learn anything. You can infer stuff, I guess.
I mean, that's pretty much what I meant to say. It's like you just like guess as a person playing it. Other than that, you're just someone that's trying to escape their current situation.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I liked it too.
I like it. I do want to say that I definitely I was scared at the very beginning, and given I thought there was going to be a lot of jump scares, right? But there wasn't. I think I was just anticipating like every second, everything that I heard to be a incoming jump scare. So now I created more than what the developers.
You were like too tense, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
I mean, do you want to like jump into the spoilers?
Oh yeah, let's definitely go into it.
All right. So, you know what moment really got me in this game, man?
What's up?
So, you're running away from the first guy.
Long arms.
The long arms. And you got away from him, and you're in the tunnels or whatever, the vent, right?
Yeah.
And like he doesn't, like there's holes that you go by.
Yeah. Did you try going through the first hole?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, yeah, the ones where his hands come out, yeah?
Okay. You can go through those?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you try is what I'm asking.
No.
I tried.
So, his hand popped up and grabbed me, and I was just like, I turned around. I like started turning around way too late.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no. So wigged out by that. That was awesome. Yeah. That was a really good moment.
I definitely, like, as soon as I saw those holes, I kind of just, like, I didn't run too much because I still didn't figure out how to run. I think you did. I think you do before that point, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't figure. I kind of slowed down. I did see his arms come out, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" And I tried staying in the middle, and I started crouching, and I was hoping he wasn't gonna catch me. But then I was like, "Oh, okay."
So
right, I'm safe.
Are they okay? So is he blind? He's blind, right?
Yeah, he's blind.
Yeah, but the rest of them aren't blind, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
crouching.
That was
I was like
thing.
thinking about. Yeah, because he feels around. Okay.
Yeah. Only on like wooden, like the wood boards, not on like carpet.
Yeah, I have a couple frustrations with the game.
Okay, what's up?
All right, ready? So,
my depth perception. I want to say that.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That got me killed more than any of the monsters. Falling off of ledges.
What area did you die the most at?
Okay, early on, there's this one like door that you run out of. In order to keep, you have to go up these steps. Yeah. But if you have to go back like towards the background before you start going up, and I just didn't see it and just walked right off my, like that happened a few times, man. Just walking right off like to my death. There's one part where you're supposed to like run through a thing, and I just walk right off the edge. I'm like, stop! Like that's frustrating. I don't like that.
It was so weird. Like I said, like I think you're talking about the same area as well, and pretty much I was just I kept falling at this one spot, and every time, and then for some reason, sometimes my grip wouldn't work, and I think it's just because I positioned my guy wrong to jump. And I just kept falling, and I keep falling in the area like right before you meet the. It's the one where like there's like the first like object you have to lift up, and then like move side to side.
What's the object?
It's like a metal cages.
Oh,
and then it's before you go into like the library, I think.
After you got captured by the long arms.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just that part, like, I died the most.
Are you talking about the part with the little, like, laundry hamper that you have to move over the steam vent?
No.
I feel like I did that, like, a couple times, so I must have died around there.
I can't remember. I remember when I went there, though, I just purposely went on the vent just because I was just curious.
Did it kill you?
Yeah, it kills you.
There was I didn't die from the vent, but I died from something else around there for sure. Mm-hmm. there was a couple moments. Another thing that annoyed me.
Yeah.
Is
this is it. Hold on. This is us. The other part of our podcast is we do our bits. We talk about how good 2017 is, and we're shitting on a game. This is it.
We did all three. All right, fill in your bingo cards. But
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No worries. Well, I'm thinking about like how. Okay, you remember when you fight, or I guess you defeat long arms. Yeah. And you have to yank the bits off of the cage, and then the door falls and crushes them.
It took me a few minutes to do that, but
figure
it out.
I figured it out pretty early on, but the way the game like reacted to me, because I didn't realize there's like two specific parts of that cage you have to grab. Yeah, and I guess I was like grabbing just the wrong thing. Yeah, and so like at first I was like, oh, maybe that's not the way, and then I remember at one point I was just sitting there.
Was that the part you said you were stuck?
Yeah. So I was just crouched, you know, on the background one.
Yeah, in the corner.
Yeah, and he just wouldn't touch me. And I was like...
did you stand there at first?
Well, no, I was crouched there, and I was just like waiting it out. And I thought I thought maybe I just have to wait it out, and it'll eventually crumble. I thought that too, yeah. And so I sat there for like a good 2 minutes, and he was just like feeling around, and I finally got like upset, and I tried again, and eventually like one of the sides gave because I like grabbed the right side or whatever. Yeah, I was like, oh, I get it, but that was super annoying. I did not like the design of that one.
Yeah, also, they kind of suck. I would want to mention that like I think about took me about like 2 minutes to figure out too, and then I eventually logically. I switched over to logic mode and I found out that like the hands are like moving obviously in a pattern, right? Yeah. So after he starts coming up, you just jump off and just start pulling. Because they usually use that area to like hide too.
Yeah, and I feel like that's like the only that's one of two boss fights in the game. The other one being the final boss, the like woman with the mask, or I think she's wearing a mask. Yeah. She's pretty easy. Yeah. And she got me killed though. I got killed by her a bunch because you know how you're supposed to go into the circle of light and then you reflect her face back at her, I guess? Uh-huh.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I kind of just it's weird. I just knew to go to the circle of light, but I didn't know why. But the other thing too was I was already starting to move the direction and where the light was coming from, unless it just lights up where you're gonna go.
Definitely doesn't, because I kept going left.
Okay.
After the first circle, I kept going left because and then like she'd pop up in the darkness to kill me, and I was like, what the hell? And then I realized there's like, if I keep going to the right, then like the game like shows me that there's a circle that I can stand on, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know. That was whatever. I like the chase sequences in this game when you're being chased.
Definitely.
The sequences are cool, but also like the actual, like, you know, the chefs.
The chefs.
Yeah, I got caught. Like, you're not supposed to get caught, but I got caught by them, and so I was running. Oh, yeah. I was running away from them. This is before they actually start chasing you for real. Yeah. But I was like running away from them. And it was really fun because I would use her I don't know, the little nightmare.
It sounds like
I thought it was a girl.
It's a kid, but I think I was thinking of a girl.
Boy or girl?
At first I was thinking of a boy, but whatever.
Well, I thought it was a human, but like after playing the game, I don't know. But
yeah.
Anyway,
I know what you're saying.
I was like sliding under tables and stuff, and it was really good. It felt really good, and I finally got away from them. They couldn't find me anymore, and then they kind of like reset their AI, and I had to like do the area. Yeah. But that felt really good. But then like the scripted chases are really cool. Like the ones with that one part in the. So okay, you know how you find out it's like a giant boat, kind of. Yeah. And then there's all the
there's like all the
guests or whatever.
Yeah, all the. I don't know what to call them, pigs. They're like, they seem like they're rich and they're gluttony, right?
I
That's the idea.
I don't know what they are, man. They're freaky. They're cool.
You know what? You know what's dumb? You know what I don't like about them is the fact that why do you want to eat a child when you have like thousands of meat right in front of you?
Well, are you a child? I don't know what we are.
You're a small thing.
No, but do we look like that? Like for real? Like
that's true.
I don't know. We're pretty freaky. We might be a gnome.
Like? Yeah.
Maybe not.
Which,
Gnomes
did you hug a gnome?
I hugged like 3 or 4 gnomes throughout the whole game.
2.
Yeah, there was one level where I hugged like 3, and then one level where I hugged 1.
Okay. I found one hiding somewhere.
And broke some statues too.
Yeah, I the first statue that was alone, the one that I think you first encounter.
Yeah,
I went towards it and knocked it down, but I was too afraid to like do it. I think I didn't figure out how to pick up either, but I was too afraid to like interact with it because I was afraid something was just gonna pop out. And then I just left it alone.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I guess those are the collectibles in the game: hugging gnomes and picking up, or tossing statues. Those humans, I guess, I don't know, those big people.
The people that are eating.
Yeah, they're super freaky. I like that. I like the part when you have to run across their eating table.
I was gonna say that's like my it's not a chase scene, but you're pretty much running away from them.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Oh my gosh, when that one flips the table and starts chasing you the first time, I had no idea what to do. I was like, what do I do? This is freaky.
I think you could go underneath the other dude's table too, the one that's right next to him, and then you have like time to like think or whatever.
So the designs are really cool in this game. The monsters or the
just
people.
The way their faces look.
Yeah, it's very Tim Burton, very Nightmare Before Christmas sort of like feel to it. But I mean, the whole look of the game is cool. It looks kind of like claymation or something. It looks like and it's and especially towards the end when it kind of gets the like Japanese vibe, and then all the people are chasing you, and it's like a flood of people, that part.
That was really cool too. I like that one.
Yeah, that reminded me of Spirited Away for some reason. Like it felt like a Miyazaki movie. Yeah, you too. Yeah, it's super weird. I loved it. I mean, but dude, okay. There's a part, so you get hungry throughout the game.
Yes.
And I mean, I always ate the thing that I was given, but I don't know if you're I don't know if you can choose not to or something. Maybe you can't.
I have no idea. I was just like trying to play the character.
Yeah, I was just I'll eat.
But the first time you get hungry, some other kid thing.
Yeah, someone around your size.
They give you food. Yeah.
Then you eat like something a rat was eating.
Yeah, and that was with the cage, right? No.
Yeah, well,
that's
maybe
the third one.
Before.
That's the third.
No, then you eat a rat.
Was it? Oh yeah, no. It's true. You do eat a rat. It gets snapped in like a trap.
Yeah, and then you eat a gnome.
Yeah,
who's offering
that's
you
holding
food.
a sausage.
Yeah, that
mind you
freaks me out. I was like,
I'm gonna tell you the truth, June.
Huh?
I saw that coming.
I saw it coming too. I was so like,
but it was
upset.
So, yeah, because like I don't want my dude to do that.
I don't want to eat gnomes.
Friendly.
I've hugged 4 gnomes. I want to keep hugging gnomes. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't. It's cute.
And it's coming too. When the gnome's offering you sausage, you're like, oh god, no.
And then the other gnome on the top too is like, I gotta tell the other gnomes.
Oh really? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, there was another one up there, and he ran away, I think.
Oh god, I felt.
Yeah,
that made me feel weird. I was like, why are you weird? And then the 5th time you eat the woman.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with that, I guess.
Yeah, but I think you get her powers.
Yeah, and did you like kill all the people?
Yeah. Well, it was weird. I thought see with that. I thought that there's the ending, everybody.
Yeah, the game ends kind of weird.
So I thought it was weird because I thought the character was gonna go to, the gluttonous people, or just in general the creepy big hungry people, and then go to the chefs, and then eventually go to the long arms. Well, no longer long arms.
Yeah. Well, that guy's screwed. He's got his arms cut off.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Yeah, probably. I mean, how could he? He can't really do anything about the bleeding, I would assume.
Yeah. I mean, if there's like
Does
a fire,
he bleed?
He could. That's true.
I don't even know if he bleeds. Yeah, he's just weird.
Did you pick up an arm?
No, can you?
I don't know. I haven't.
Oh, I bet you could. I picked up so many things. Why wouldn't I try and pick up an arm? That's so fun.
I don't know. It's just creepy. It's just like
it might be too heavy.
That's true.
Because some stuff's way too heavy for your character to pick up.
Yeah. But let's go back to the ending. So that's pretty much the ending.
Yeah,
you fight basically. You technically fight, which I so like in like a D&D or Pathfinder kind of like rules. If you like escape successfully, whatever, you finish an encounter or a fight, I guess.
Well,
you fight like 5 bosses, right?
Even before, okay, well, let's count them. We have long arms. Chefs. We have the chefs, and I guess their fight would be the escape sequence when you're hanging from the hook, right?
Yeah.
And then they're throwing water. By the way, I got covered in bubbles the successful time. Oh, that was one of the times I died. I like made it, right? Like I made it onto the hook.
Yeah.
They threw their wine bottles or whatever. I made it onto the hook, and I'm just like getting away, and I'm like do. And then I think I let go of R2. And it just like fell.
Oh my gosh.
I was so upset. So that's the second fight. After that, you get outside, and then you climb up the thing and back inside, and then
it's pretty much
the people.
The people.
The guests.
And then escaping the horde of them that are following.
Yeah, that's like the boss, I guess.
Again, it's like seriously, like if you guys are, it's like they're hungry. When you get captured by either of them, they eat you.
Well, but the chefs don't eat you.
Yeah, they don't. They're preparing you.
One of the chefs put me inside a fish.
Interesting.
Because I got caught by a chef right next to like a fish that was like being cleaned, like gutted. And he picked me up and he put me inside the fish. And I was like, whoa.
I think I was near a dish. Like,
did he just put you in the
dishes?
dish?
I think he just put me in the dishes.
There's long arms just picks you up.
Yeah, he just picks you up and just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
See, I want to throw my theories out there, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be very like thought out. So, but but I think the third fight, quote unquote fight, is the horde of people. Right?
Yeah, and then it's the woman, right?
Yeah, the woman is the last one.
The one who she's the only character besides you, I guess, and the gnomes that isn't deformed, it seems.
Yeah.
Right? She seems like, or I guess the gnomes are.
Well, in human standards, right?
Yeah.
Real life.
Well, I mean, standards. Because the chefs and the diners, they're all faces are all weird and they're all I mean, we don't know melted. What her face looks like, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think we do, don't we?
When?
Okay, so how did the beginning look like to you? Remember you see a lady or whatever? Was she wearing a mask?
Wait, what?
In the beginning
of the game.
Of the game, yeah. That was the first cutscene you open up to.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
Well, how does it open?
Well, it's just a body of a person, which I believe it was a woman, because just the figure of the way she looked, and obviously, at this point, we know it's her.
Wait, is that the woman at the end?
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't remember this at all. But
really?
Yeah. Wait.
Well, so I think I want to say that it's this way. But the first time I played through it, which I didn't play a second time, I just played the very beginning.
Hey, I only played the beginning, or the first time.
The first time, yeah. There's just okay. So just imagine a dark screen, and they're just darkened edges or whatever, and then the center is clear, somewhat clear, and then you just see a silhouette of a lady, pretty much the same lady that you've seen. She's looking away, and then she turns her face towards the camera, and then your person wakes up. Okay,
I'm watching the opening to this.
To Little Nightmares.
Yeah, and so you see white in the middle of black, you just see white. Long hair. You're right. Is she
wearing a mask?
I don't see it. You can't really make out what it is. And then they're turning their head. Oh, you do see her face. Oh no, she has like a face.
Yeah, she's not wearing a mask. Yeah. Okay.
She got a face. She's like a normal human.
So I thought that she was wearing a mask the first time you played, and the second time you came through, it wasn't. But I guess that's not true. I
totally forgot about that cutscene.
Well, I remembered because I looked away because I was afraid.
I totally forgot about that cutscene before the game. I just remembered playing the game. Like I think I just like tuned out for some reason, but like that's interesting. So yeah, that's the final boss of the game. I didn't realize that she shows up that early.
Yeah, so like she looks normal then.
Yeah, normal-ish.
In that to answer your question,
she's kind of scary looking.
Yeah, definitely. I think she looks like mid-age. It seems.
But you can't really see her too well. But
the
one part that really kind of like unnerved me. You know what it is?
What's that?
So you know when the woman first like can kill you, and she uses like telekinetic powers or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, oh god, it's different from all the other enemies. She doesn't have to catch you to kill you. You know.
Yeah.
And so you end up
just get you.
Yeah. So you end up sneaking around her, and you're looking for the key to unlock something. By the way, every time I unlocked a door, because I just didn't let go of R2, apparently, the character would accidentally pick up the padlock afterwards.
Oh,
I wonder if you could do anything with the padlock. But and I hugged a gnome on accident too. Just I accidentally hit R2 around them, and I was like, oh, I guess that's the thing.
Yeah. Apparently it's an achievement. I heard that, and I was like,
to get all of the gnomes.
Oh shit! Is it all the gnomes? Oh yeah, that explains why I didn't get a chief. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I think that's like the collectible to hug. Like, I think there's a counter like in chapter select that says like gnomes hugged like 2 of 4.
Okay.
And then like statues broken 3 of 4 or something. Yeah.
I miss these games, June, because like at that, I mean, like I wouldn't mind going back for sure to just get those chiefs because man.
Yeah, it's a thing to do.
It's pretty quick.
I did delete the game just to make room, but it's not because I was like, oh, I don't want to play this game. It's just like I did want to download. Space. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could totally go back and get this too. Like it's fun enough. It's good enough. It's not. I'm gonna say it right now. Mm-hmm. My experience playing Limbo, I think, was better. Mm-hmm. I think in Limbo, or sorry, not Limbo.
Inside,
yeah.
I was about to say.
I think Inside's like cooler and better overall, but that doesn't mean I dislike I do like Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
I felt like Inside was like when I was done with Inside.
Inside had a lot more to it. Like there was
it was like longer, but it was like better.
There was more mechanics to it as well. Like you were able to like control other bodies.
They would change mechanics on you. Like you would have you gain something and then you'd lose it.
Yep.
Little Nightmares same the whole way through. Yeah. It's different, but it's similar.
I think Little Nightmares is more of like a visual like game.
Yeah,
and it looks really good.
It does look really good.
It executes that very well.
It honestly doesn't have the same moments like Inside, right? Like Inside had moments where I was like, like kind of blown away. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is like really interesting and cool. Whereas Little Nightmares is always like, ooh, that's spooky. You know, like that's like the type of emotion it got. Or oh, I like the way that looks. But I was never like, I love the way this mechanic feeds back into the game. Or, you know, there was like the moment when you're pushing that mine cart with brain controlled people and Inside. Yeah. And you're riding the top of the mine cart and you have like 4 or 5 of them like pushing it.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Nothing like that happened in Little Nightmares. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. It doesn't have to. I don't need every game to be like a masterpiece. But anyway, the reason I said that right now is because I feel like I will be comparing these games just because like I feel like
they're pretty similar.
Yeah, and but I mean I think Little Nightmares does stand on its own. I think it's got a very cool look. I like it's shorter than Inside, but it's also got like distinct like here's the thing and here's a boss, or here's the thing and here's the obstacle. You know, like it's very like chaptered off like that, which is nice.
Yeah.
And And I feel like there's a lot I did miss in Little Nightmares. I'm sure there's areas that I could have explored more, gotten more out of. Because you can... Here's an interesting thing about this game. You can, like, pick up just about anything that's, like, not too heavy.
Oh. So you didn't go through a lot then, I guess.
What do you mean?
So, remember when I think it was maybe the first encounter where you encountered, like, the eye or whatever, with the light?
Yeah.
And then you go up, you climb up or whatever?
Yeah, okay, yeah, what was that? I like messed with it. I pushed a button and the eye like opened up and I could see like 2 bunk beds or 2 beds on a screen. And then I was like,
okay, no, that's something completely different from what I'm
okay.
saying. What are you talking about?
There's this area where there's this like a gnome runs in there, and I was like trying to hug him because at this point I knew you could hug gnomes. And he was like running away from me, and I was like, "No, come back!"
Now, were you doing it for the cheat, or were you just doing it because it was cute?
I just wanted to hug the gnome, and then I got in there, and then I saw this thing that you could climb up on, and there's a big eyeball thing on the wall, but there was a button on this table, and so I pushed a button, and then the eyeball like opened up, and it was like looking at beds, like it was like a security camera footage.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, like what do I do with it? And there was like a chair in the room. I had no idea if it was even a puzzle.
I kind of wish I saw that then.
Yeah, I was like, do I do something here? Then I left.
Should definitely like if anything, you don't have to download it, right? And we'll just screen share and like explore like whatever.
Yeah, that could be fun because there was a lot of weird shit that I was like, I don't know. And I was just like, because I mean, I know the way I can go, and then like that's like I'll make progress, but like there is something here that I don't think I've done. Yeah, like, I'm sure that security camera thing, like that's not the end of it. Yeah, I don't even know what that was.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, remember the first like eye thing, and it like moved around, and you had to hide behind like
it turns into like stone. That's very inside like actually. That sequence.
Yeah. When you climb upstairs, and then you could go to like the left at that point, and then there's this room where it's almost like blood.
Yeah, and you track it, right?
On the bed. What?
Like if you step in it, you like track it, right?
I think. I'm not sure. I didn't go in there because I was scared that something would happen. There's also a little statue in there as well. And then there was like an eye, and I think there was some writing in there that I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I saw that room. I remember that. There's also there's something else. Okay, you remember those, I don't know, like slugs that kill you?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I ever got killed by it. I just knew that I shouldn't be near them.
Yeah, I definitely got killed by them. I walked right into one.
They just like consume your whole body or something?
No, I think they like wrap around you or so. I don't remember what they do. I think they like wrap around your head or something. Okay. Maybe I don't think this game is very violent. Like inside, I don't think you see too much of like. You remember how like when the dogs would get you, they would like bite your neck and shit. Like it's like really
your
violent.
Come out. Like there's no like dismemberment.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess long arms gets dismembered, but that's like the most violent part of the game.
Yeah, I was waiting to expect that like the whole time.
Actually, that and when you eat the gnome and the woman, I guess. Yeah, those two sequences. Are you? So what? I do want to say, like, what is? You're evil, right?
I think you eventually became evil. But I don't know because in the beginning, right? Like Long Arm seemed like his job seemed to be like collecting, like either you or just small things.
Yeah, he sort of reminded me of like that dude from Pan's Labyrinth, right? Because he's got all the shoes.
Yeah. Which also, what was in the shoe room? Like with all the shoes.
What do you mean?
You remember there was
when you you mean what was under the shoes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get caught by it.
Okay.
Did it ever kill you?
No, I never got caught either. So
I was like running away from it. That was exciting though. I liked it. That was part of the game where I was like, yeah, I'm into this game. Running away from something under shoe water. Yeah. Like it's like water. It's how many shoes there are. Yeah. That part when you fall down there is really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But like Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, because he catches you and he's like chasing after you.
Yeah,
and you have to run away, and then you have to slide under the thing and drop into the shoe room. That's so freaky.
It's a fun sequence. It's a fun chase scene into like what you would assume.
Oh my god!
No, I wouldn't assume that it's a safe place.
I have to say one thing about this game.
What's up?
One of the more tense moments for me is when you're riding the elevator with the chef. And I'm just sitting in the corner, like, please don't look over here. Like, I love that. Stuff like that's really cool. This game does have really cool moments.
You went inside the little hole,
the little shoebox thing to the right.
Yeah,
I think you have to, right?
I think so.
Because he's not blind; he could see you.
Yeah, I don't think there's I don't know if there's any other way, but yeah, that was pretty cool.
That would be cool if you could like cover yourself in like soap suds and just like hang out in the corner, and he wouldn't notice you. You know, in like different places.
Yeah, you know when you get caught by them, you could just go underneath stuff. They won't be able to grab you, and then they'll eventually just say "fuck it."
Sometimes they can grab you.
Oh, I think I was just like right up in the corner then.
Long arms for sure can grab you.
Oh, definitely long arms.
And then the guests, the diners,
the people,
they totally killed me when I'm under tables. They like would smash me up. So I was like, oh god.
Yeah, they're intense. I think they're the most intense out of all of them, really.
They're very fast.
I mean, besides like the they definitely want you.
They can't walk.
No.
They all crawl. Yeah. That's really neat design. And then the woman, she
I think she teleports.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think I forgot to mention that way earlier. I was going to bring this up. The moment that like kind of creeped me out in the game, I thought was a really good creep. Yeah, I totally brought this up. Is when you're sneaking around behind the woman, right?
Yeah.
And you finally get to the other room, and the whole time she's humming some song.
Oh,
and then you have to push off the vase, off of the what do you call that? Banister, I guess.
Freaking nightstand.
You push the vase off of it, and as soon as the vase shatters, the singing stops.
Oh.
No, she disappears. She's not in that room anymore.
Yeah.
But I was worried that she was gonna come in.
Yeah.
And she never came in.
Yeah. I hid because I was just, so my thing was like I just drop it and then she might come in here, right? So then I hid under the bed.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, she never showed up.
Came through. And then I think 2 minutes later, I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe she's not coming."
Well, I ran to the right, not even checking what was in the vase. I had to go all the way back for the key later.
Dude, I totally forgot why I was in that room too, and I was like, "Wait, where the fuck is the key?"
The worst was with the chefs when you have to find the key.
Yeah,
I was like, "Where is this key?" Oh, there's a whole upstairs area.
Yeah,
and I have to make sausage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You have to make like 2 things of sausage.
Yeah,
and
3.
3?
Well, yeah, 2 more. Sorry,
2 more.
Right,
yeah,
right. Yeah,
because you make the one, and then you have to get the 2 pieces of meat.
I thought that was like a cute thing to like demonstrate without having to like say anything. Just all just like things that you kind of just like are curious to do, and then you figure out, oh, okay, cool, this is what I need to do. Yeah,
and like they already taught you how to use elevators, and no, I liked it. But yeah, eventually, and it's a short game. I'm glad it's short. I'm glad it's the length it is. I don't think I would like to do that for as long as I did Inside. Yeah, Inside's longer, but it's also
it's
allowed to be things. Yeah.
You're going underwater. You're getting hit by sound waves that could kill you.
How weird is that? Like, think about all these things that Inside did, where they would just do something totally different, and then they would won't be part of the game anymore.
Yeah.
Like they just introduce a whole new mechanic, like submarines.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, this is gonna be a big part of the game, huh? It's there for like maybe 5 minutes and then just gone. It's like, wait, that was a whole thing. Like
it's like Game of Thrones. You just get rid of main ideas, main characters.
I mean, like that submarine had like its own mechanics. You had to like charge up a propel, and then and all of that was just for that one sequence. That's crazy.
That probably took like 2 months to make. Just that submarine.
I mean,
program.
I don't know how many people were on that team, but like If it was a tiny team, that probably did take a while to make, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. Maybe not months.
Maybe not months, but like
I'm just exaggerating.
A couple days of hard work at least.
Yeah, geez, damn.
Okay, the lighter. You were saying earlier that the lighter had a function besides what?
Okay.
Besides lighting those lanterns, I guess?
Yeah, there's the lanterns and like candles and stuff.
Yeah. But what does
that's
that
just
do?
for chiefs. No, probably nothing.
I thought it was like checkpoints at first, but it wasn't.
I thought so as well. I think that and the hugging the gnomes like maybe changes the ending. I'm hoping.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
How did my game ended where
with
after
4 gnomes.
3 gnomes.
Correct. 3 gnomes?
4 gnomes?
It should be 4 because you hugged 4, correct?
Maybe I hugged 3.
I only hugged 2 and those 2 at the end.
Okay, maybe I had 3 or 4. I don't know. I think I had 3. Maybe I hugged 3 gnomes. Anyway, so it is how many gnomes you hugged?
It seems like it. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, you climb, you kill everyone with mind powers.
Yeah.
I like that part. You felt that. I felt badass. I like that. That was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was like, revenge, bitch.
Trying to eat me.
And then you start climbing up the steps, and then you get to the end of the steps, and then the gnomes show up, and then it's you on an island.
Yeah.
But you can't do anything on the island.
Nope.
It's like it's kind of a cutscene.
Yeah. Part 2. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That was weird. I think it reminded me of like freaking Portal. You know?
Of Portal.
Like yeah. So like at the end of Portal, like you finish the whole thing and then you exit. Portal 2, I think. And you exit, and then it's just your character out in like the wilderness with no civilization at all. You're just out, and the only door that's next to you is the one that you came out from. So, I thought that was weird. That's what I felt like. It was a lighthouse too, wasn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, I think it was
definitely like a structure, a tall structure. On an island.
Yeah, so does that mean you got off of the boat?
But we were in the boat, weren't we?
We get out the boat. Remember at the end? We go out the... Oh, you're saying that's on top of the boat?
Maybe the boat sank.
Yeah, because we were above water when we went up the thing, remember?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I feel like what I'm really hoping is that there's like a similar thing to Inside, right? To where there's like a story, obviously, that's being told fairly secretly, and all you need to do is just look for it. But I can't really correlate anything because the first time we did Inside, I didn't even figure it out until we
Inside had a crazy story.
Well, not really, right? It was just remember your character is like the blob and it's trying to get back and it's trying to escape or whatever.
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. I forgot about that.
Really? You're the one that told me about it.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that though. You're right. You're controlling the boy, but it's not a boy. We just think it's a boy, but it's just always a part of that blob and it just wants its part back.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping like this story or this game has. If it doesn't, I mean whatever.
Man,
but
playing this game makes me want to play Inside again a little bit.
It does, doesn't it? I am very curious just how
you can pick stuff up in that game, right?
Certain things, I think. Certain things.
I remember it being similar to Little Nightmares in the fact that there's like maybe 3 buttons that you had in the whole game.
Yeah. I think you could definitely lift with Inside. Lift. Yeah.
You lift and like jump and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember... Was it... I know in this game you can yank out like planks off of walls. Which, by the way, that took me a while to figure out. I was like, whoa, this person's that strong? They don't look that strong.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
But I like the main character's design a lot in this game. Just this yellow raincoat. Kind of creepy. You can never see their face. Which makes
White hair, maybe.
White hair?
Not sure.
You think?
Maybe. I don't know. It's still pretty hard.
Do you think they have any relation to that woman at the end?
Maybe. I still think like that kid might be somewhat special. I don't know. They're like the only thing we could go off of is like that suitcase. I think that's the first thing, right? And there's like pictures.
Okay, so there's other wait, what suitcase?
Oh my god. So when
are you talking about Little Nightmares still?
Talk about Little Nightmares.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So you wake up and you're like sleeping in a suitcase, and your character wakes up.
You're sleeping in a suitcase?
Yeah, it's opened, obviously. And there's like pictures on the suitcase.
I do not remember any of this.
Well, it's there. Yeah, I think that's the only thing you go off of. And the other thing too is like the kid could be like the other kids.
You're right, there are other kids. I totally forgot earlier that there were other kids. But do you remember when Long Arms it has you in a trap?
Yeah.
And there's like another kid?
Yeah.
In another cage, and you have to like
use him.
Yeah, you have to push his cage.
Dude, there's a time you have to go left. You have to go left when you get after you like escape. You can't go left actually. I don't think there's anything there. Maybe there's like some sort of Easter egg or whatever. But I went left, and that obviously isn't the way I was supposed to go. But as I was in that room already, I was like, fuck, whatever. Okay, fine. I'll try to help one leave. So I tried going to the one on the bottom.
Yeah.
The one you actually push. And I tried like pulling to get the cage open, and it didn't work.
Yeah, your character doesn't care about any of the kids.
It doesn't seem like it. No.
Yeah, your character is not good.
Just an asshole.
Yeah, and so what's happening? Are those kids being turned into dolls?
Hard to say. I think they're either an ingredient for food.
But you see the food. You see the meat that the chefs are cutting.
Yeah.
And like each like
I think they're like a delicacy, I feel.
Well, like what I noticed
Which might explain why the people want to eat you.
Well, okay. You know when you're in the kitchen and the chefs are like cooking and it's got all that gross like sausage and like meat that they're cutting and fish heads and stuff. I was like, one of the first things I noticed was like, oh, these like meat like things that they're cutting. And later, like when you're climbing up into like the fridge area, I guess, with all the meat hanging from the hooks. Those like the meat is huge. It's way bigger than you. So because at first I was like, oh, am I being eaten? But then I was like, no, it's not us, because it's definitely bigger, much bigger than us. They're not.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not what they're eating. That's not what they're serving, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's not like a main course. I think they're like seasoned.
I was actually wondering.
Like grind them in.
I was wondering if those were like human bodies, but like, I guess not, right?
They look like ham, right? Like the ones, especially the ones that you like they use to like make the links.
I'm gonna open up a Wikipedia page real quick.
Okay.
And see if there's a plot.
Yes.
Okay. A 9-year-old hungry girl named Six is trapped in the maw. What? Hungry. Wait, no. Maw? In the maw. I didn't. Okay, first of all, this game doesn't tell you your name is Six. It doesn't tell you that you're 9. It doesn't tell you that it's.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
So she.
Her name is
Six. And then
she's
she
9 years old.
Okay.
She's a girl. And the place is called the Maw. It's a resort catering to the whims of sick and powerful creatures. Huh.
Interesting.
Okay, so I guess the Long Arms is the janitor. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm just gonna skip through it. But there's okay, so he's capturing children and sending them on an overhead hook conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And then there's the twin chefs, You eat a rat. Yep.
Yep.
I guess the chefs are trying to kill you if they catch you. Then you see the guests arrive. Yeah, I remember that. There's a Japanese style dining area of the mall overseen by the lady.
Yeah. She seems to be a leader or whatever, right?
Yeah. She eats the gnome. Which why does she eat the gnome? 6 makes her way upward. So you find the lady and you defeat her, and then you eat her and gain her magical powers. Then she kills all the people, or they die, I guess, as she walks by them.
Yeah. I mean, this is not really explaining why. This is just explaining what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, it says at the end, after the end credits, 6 is seen sitting by the entrance of the mall, presumably awaiting rescue, while meanwhile in the background, a foghorn from an approaching ship can be heard. Okay, so I guess you get rescued.
Something.
Okay, so this game was originally called Hunger, which is a cool name for it. I like that better, actually. Hunger.
Yeah, it makes sense. Your character gets hungry.
I had no idea I assumed that like
can I just say, like, why is a blind man a janitor?
Yeah, but no, I mean, okay. He's not just blind. He's like, his face is like hanging halfway off of his head.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't the skin of his face like only go up to the top of his, like, the middle of his head?
Yeah, it seems like it.
It's all like wrinkly, right? I thought he was a really cool design.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's wearing like a blindfold. He just doesn't. His like eyes are like folded over, kind of, because that part of his face is folded over. What I'm tripped out about is how much, like the fact that you have a name and that the place has a name. Like, I didn't get any of that.
I didn't get any of that either. I mean, I feel like these are just like in the background. But it's still interesting because like it doesn't explain a lot of other things, right? Like, what are the worm things? What are those?
I don't think.
What's the goo? What's that black goo?
Yeah, I don't think it says anything about that.
Yeah.
It says, they call the lady. They call the guests the guests. Twin chefs are the chefs. Except there's more than 2.
Yeah, we call them.
Yeah, there's more than 2, right?
I think there was, right?
Yeah, there's 2 in one place, but then there's more.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm kind of tripped out that there's all this lore.
I want to just go back now that I know there's no jump scares or whatever. I could confidently look back and see if there's any like.
Why is your name 6?
That is a good question. Where do they even find that information at? Okay,
so here I typed in Little Nightmare 6, and one of the things that popped up is 6th edition. So there's a special edition for Little Nightmares that costs $30.
Yeah.
That is
40, isn't it?
30.
Oh, damn.
$34.99. It's called the 6th edition. It has. What does it have?
Is there lore? Is there a book in there?
Let's see.
Because I remember mentioning this last week, and when I said it was like, oh dang, it's actually $60.
This is weird. Ready?
$40, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so it comes with the game. It comes with the figurine of 6. It comes with a cage.
Do you want that in your room?
The figurine of 6? Mm-hmm. Not really.
Just wait for her to eat your neck.
Yeah, I don't think it's like particularly cool looking. Also, like the way the art is done for 6 in the game, like the shadows are always covering the face. Yeah. But like if it's just like black, like plastic covering the face, that would ruin it. You know what I mean? But if you could see the face, that would also ruin it. So
yeah,
I wouldn't want it. There's no book. I was looking for a book. There's a poster.
There's a poster. Sticker board.
Ew, is the poster of the chefs? It is, yeah. Creepy. Oh my god. I do not want that.
Yes, I want it.
But I'm looking at the product details, right? And so this also tells you stuff about the game. It says like, confront your childhood fears in this darkly whimsical tale. And then like later it says, Yeah, it calls her 6. It calls the place the mall.
Oh, it does.
That's the thing. Like, where do you learn any of that? Hey everybody, this is June. At this point, Kyo and I dive into the Little Nightmares Wikia, and we just basically read passages from it verbatim for about 30 minutes. It's not good radio. There's a lot of silences, just pauses, and generally uninteresting. So we're going to do you a favor and cut it out. But basically the point, like the stuff we get across is we're really weirded out by how much lore there is in the game when there isn't a single like word written inside the game. So yeah, that's it. All right, bye. Huh. What a weird thing. I didn't know anything about like this comic
like this
book
whole thing
series. Yeah. That's like
I hope this is decent like, quality content right now, because all we're doing is just like
I know. I feel terrible. I mean, this.
I'm sorry, everybody.
This happens. We get kind of sidetracked. But I mean,
what the fuck?
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, sure. They're bored. They don't want to hear us talk about Little Nightmares anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think we're good. We could talk about it separately outside podcast.
Well, one more thing before I drop this subject entirely, though. Look at this. This is I looked up pictures for the listeners of the comic, and I found like an enemy that's like not in the game. That's only in the comic.
Yeah, it's like a detective.
Yeah, it's like this weird, gross detective
that has a very, 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 very long face.
Yeah, it's like a drooping face.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so weird that exists. I don't know. I'm tripping out.
Thank you for listening, everybody. I don't necessarily need to say where you can find us at. Just look up for we're Binch Bros. We're on Twitter and Facebook. Yeah.
Also on the Little Nightmares fan wikia, we're gonna be updating every No, I'm just kidding. None of this.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that. I'll just keep my secrets to myself. Selfish as hell. I've been Kyo.
I'm June.
And I'll see you guys on the flip side, upside down.